Well, hi, everybody. It is our After 9 segment. It's Lisa and Leah with you on this Wednesday morning. It is Wednesday, isn't it? I hope.
Yes, it is.
Good.
Hump day.
Hump day. I don't think I heard that once today.
Oh, you did. I heard it.
Did you? I didn't hear it
Yep.
today. Maybe I block it out on purpose.
Hey, but you know what happens when you're away? Ed and Mike play all kinds of stuff they're not really supposed to, I don't. And then they're
Well,
like, well,
it's
you
them.
aren't going to hear that next week.
It's them that'll get in the trouble, not me. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in today and watching our After 9 segment. And we got a lot to get to today. One of the things that we didn't talk about, first of all, Leah, you had homework that we talked about yesterday on our After 9 segment, and that had to do with whether or not you and Dave were going to travel. You and poor Dave were discussing whether or not you were going to head out somewhere. And given the fact that things are open and there you have the ability to travel and you've got the time to do it. You guys were going to actually make a decision yesterday and take a look at things. So, how'd it go? We all want to know. Will you be traveling?
We are not traveling overseas. We made the call. We've been back and forth. We really wanted to go to southern Italy. I had my heart on going to Sicily or some little Italian beach town, somewhere in Sicily, because September's still nice and hot and warm. And from the time we looked, I think it was just even late last week, might have even been the weekend. All of Italy, how do you know it's coffee, Gord? Anyway, late last week and then till yesterday, all of Italy is still in white. They're color coded, like we're steps or phases.
Yes.
For reopening.
Yes. They have
They're
colors. Okay.
All of Italy was white. Yesterday, all of Italy is white except Sicily, now in yellow. And that means you have to wear a mask indoors, which I have no problem with because that's what we're used to here pretty much.
Yes.
But you also now have to wear a mask outdoor. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So then we were looking at Spain. Some of their numbers are going up. I'm like, oh, let's just forget it. We were both like, there's plenty of time. Even though we think there's not, somebody else who retired recently and said, there is plenty of time. Don't worry.
No, there's not. No, we're going to die soon. You got to get the traveling in.
So Dave, being a car guy, wants to, I said, okay, you want to go to Quebec. I said, I want to go to Quebec. We already did Quebec City and Montreal and blah, blah, blah. But I said this morning, okay, I will go to Quebec. Where do you want to go? Where's the racetrack? Where's the go-kart track that you want to go to? At Tremblant. So I said, all right, let's go.
What's good? He's going to race?
No, we will race because it's supposed to be a fun go-kart track.
Okay. So what's he going to do for you? Do you get to spend a lot of money on a shopping spree after that little race?
There were some comments from the peanut gallery there for a second.
That's a pretty good sacrifice you're making.
Well, I mean, when we were in Germany, I have to say, when we were in Germany, we went to this, actually, it was right outside of, was it Dachau, Cooper? Yeah. It was outside of Dachau because we went to one of the German camps to see, which was just, so sad and emotional. And anyway, but outside of that town, there was like a very cool indoor race car track that was multi-levels.
Wow.
And yeah, like they're serious.
Like go-karts you're talking.
Like go-karts, yeah. They're serious. There's some serious go-kart tracks around the world. So of course I was nowhere to be found. Dave and the boys were long gone, and I thought I was going fast, but clearly I wasn't. So anyways, I like go-karts. I like the one at the airport. I've done that before. So if Dave wants to go to a go, I'm like, okay, I'll go. I don't know. So we'll do that. I don't know what I'll do. I'll do something. You know me. I'll be like, okay, my turn.
The most interesting thing I'd say I've done in Quebec. First of all, I was born there, so that's, I guess, a little interesting. Um,
I
and
didn't
I
know
love.
that.
Pardon?
I didn't know that, and I thought
Yeah,
I knew a lot about you.
was born in Montreal.
Okay.
Um,
More.
and I love old Montreal, and Craig and I have
Yeah.
been a number of times, which is great in
Mm-hmm.
both the summer and the winter. But a few years back, well, many maybe, we went to the Ice Hotel
Yes, I know
in
this
Quebec.
story.
And I won't go into all of it, but I'll say that it was a very interesting experience for one night and one night only. And that was good enough. It was an interesting place to go. You book it. You're in this ice castle. There is, a bar. Everybody gathers. You get your drink from the bar, and it comes in an ice glass with ice cubes and your drink. And then you do all kinds of activities like make ice sculptures and then you actually sleep in an ice bedroom, and it is like a cave that has been intricately carved on the inside with different themes, and it's lit up beautifully. So it looks so cool inside. The noise is nil. Like it's so completely quiet. I've never heard silence like that. If that even makes sense to say. Um, and then you get these super duper sleeping bags, and you spend the night there. And yeah, needless to say, my claustrophobia didn't do well in that sleeping bag, and it was it was an experience I'll never forget. But they have hot tubs outside, and we did snowshoeing at night with you got the little light on your head, um, and you kind of snowshoe through the forest at night. Very cool experience, really neat. I think you should do it once, but like skydiving, did it. We'll never do it again.
You got to, but everybody has to see the visuals when you tell the story of you trying to get out of your sleeping bag
Oh
because you
God,
breathe.
it was it was a like it was a yeah, it was just a
Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know what we'll do. We do like going to Old Quebec City and Old Montreal. So I don't know if we do that again. But they're another. I said I'm open. I'm open. The next thing
at
we got
least
to do is because Quebec will have a vaccine
yes,
passport that we got to
yes,
figure out what we need to bring with us to make sure that we can still access things with our sheet of paper or whatever you want to call it.
right.
Right.
And yeah, I mean it's got to be doable.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out.
Jason says sit on a patio and pretend you're in France.
Did
You
that.
could do that.
We actually we did a in Montreal. Yeah. Oh, good. Do that, Nathan. That would be awesome. We rented bikes in Montreal. That was totally fun. We bombed around on those bikes that you pay and pick up and drop off,
Right.
much like our bird scooters. We did that. Um,
Oh,
we did a rooftop patio tour. We just found our own rooftop patios in Montreal and old Montreal, and we went to all of those. That was fun.
we did a group of us went to Old Montreal a few years back, and we did a walking tour of Old Montreal. And on the walking tour, not only do you stop at really cool historic spots, but you experience the authentic food of Montreal. So at one place we had like like smoked meat, and another place restaurant we sat down and we had like different pates and cheeses. Then another place we went to was something else. Like it was really, really a cool place, and the food was delicious. I would
Yes,
recommend that.
and I think I told you the story, and it showed up on my Facebook memory about when we went to Old Quebec City. We stayed at what once was a working. I don't want to say, is it a monastery? If it's for with nuns,
Oh,
convent,
a nunnery,
convent
a
maybe.
convent. Yeah, a convent.
And so the original building, it's right off the main street in Old Quebec City. And
Right.
yeah, see, Nova Scotia, that might be another good one too. Yeah. Um, Anyway, so we had to have um, breakfast in silence. You couldn't talk.
Oh, really?
Like the nuns. You have quiet time. You
Wait a
start.
minute. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. You had to not talk for an extended period of time?
I almost frickin' died.
I can't even imagine.
Two
There's no, that's
mornings in
the,
a row. And by the
that's the,
second morning, I'm like, I'm a veteran. I got this, right? And there's somebody at the table beside us whispering, and I'm saying to Dave, after we got out, I said to Dave, listen to those morons talking over there. Didn't they know they're supposed to not say anything at all? Like I'm like an expert in the no
oh my
talk.
gosh, that would be so difficult.
Oh, it
I mean,
was.
oh my gosh. I'd
All
just be
you
like
hear
doing hand signals and
all you hear is little like tink 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 of people cutting things with their cutlery, and it's quiet. You're eating, maybe a few little whispers here and there if somebody's asking for something,
I
but
would start laughing.
it's called
It's like
like
one of those things where you're supposed to be quiet. I would lose my mind.
I know it was really hard. It was like really really hard. I had to get out of there. I had so much energy that was built up, bursting inside. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Like eat and run. And it was like one of those like architecturally they built a wellness center around the original convent. So the original was there, and it's part museum, part wellness center, part hotel. It was really cool. No TVs, nothing like that in the rooms. Very chill.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Wow.
It was a cool experience.
They should combine that experience with the ice hotel experience and watch what people do and how it's handled.
That sounds
Oh,
like funny. No talking and stay sleep in a freezing bed. No,
with a sleeping bag that drives you insane because it's so tight and you freak out and have an
no, couldn't do it. Don't want to
anxiety
do it.
attack.
Don't want to do it.
Wow. Okay. Well, good. I'm anxious to hear how you plan this out. I
Like
think that's great.
we want to go down east. Have you been to Newfoundland?
I have not.
Do you want to go? Somebody said don't go
Yes.
in September, not the best month to go. There's other
Oh.
months that are better.
Oh.
So we want to do that too because I've been completely out west all the way, and I've
Yes. Me too.
only been as east as New Brunswick. That's as far east as I have been. Shame. It's our country. We got to go.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do.
I totally agree. I think that's awesome. Yes. Good for you. We'll do that. Okay. One more thing before we go.
Okay.
And this is to all the men watching today. Men, here's how you pick up chicks.
What?
You mumble.
What?
That's right. You mumble. You mumble. What? You mumble. Men might want to start doing that because it so happens researchers have found men who mumble are seen as more attractive by women. So we're talking like Marlon Brando. Hey, what you got going? You got to speak less clearly, like Tom Hardy and Marlon Brando. And apparently, it's linked to being macho.
Nope.
I'd be like, what'd you say? Speak
Nope.
up.
Nope. Yeah, I'd be like, huh? What?
Yeah,
No.
what are you saying?
No.
On the other hand, men don't find the same attraction for women who mumble. You need to pronounce speech acoustically and phonetically more distinct.
Double standard there. No, not a double standard. If women think men are more attractive when they mumble, who comes up with these studies? I'm not buying that for a second. Nathan, fully mumbled traffic reports tomorrow on AM 800. You know what that will sound like?
What about coughing? Does that count?
It's going to sound like Chacarone. Chacarone. That's what it's going to sound like.
Yes, Lynn says I tell them to put their teeth in. How weird is that?
Yeah, I'm not buying it for a second. Not a second.
All right. We'll leave you with that. Practice your mumbling then, and we'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one, Leah.